in Singapore, from old Chinatown. Okay, Mr. Martin, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, okay, so do I address you as Mr. Just to make sure that, yes, I'll sit next to you. So do I address you as Mr. Martin, the founder and the founder and managing director for
Patterson Manor.
How do I pronounce that?
I'm the hotelier and restaurateur of Patterson Manor. Patterson Manor, yeah.
Manor.
Or the Patterson Estate, yeah.
Manor.
Manor, yeah.
Manor.
Manor. Manor.
Manor. No, it's okay. It's for me to pronounce.
Okay.
Pedas de Manor.
Yeah, correct.
Pedas de Manor.
Yeah. And I'm the hotelier and restaurateur.
But the Pedas de Manor is the group.
It's an estate.
It's a group.
That's an estate.
Oh, it's an estate. Okay.
That's an estate.
Estate. Pedas de Manor estate.
Yeah.
And the restaurant is.
And the restaurant is called Alexander.
Alexander, yes.
Restaurant Alexander. Yeah.
Okay.
And my profession is being, I'm the owner, but I'm
Mr. Martin, how do you say your last name again?
brewer.
Brewer,
like a beer brewer.
Okay. I'll make sure. Mr. Martin Brewer.
Yeah.
Yes, you're the managing director. Is that can I call you that?
Yeah, but managing director is very technical. I'm more the
Owner.
Owner and hotelier and restaurateur.
Okay. Owner for the estate.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah,
Owner
of the estate and the restaurant.
And restaurant. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. You ready?
Okay, ready to go.
You just look at the camera for 1 second. After I've done the introduction, I turn to you and you talk. 1, 2, and 3. Hi, welcome to the National Critics' Choice Online News. I'm Robin Stienberg, and welcome to the Stienberg Review again. And today we have a very distinguished owner from Estonia, and he's none other than Mr. Martin Brewer. He is the owner and estate, estate owner for both the restaurant and the hotel, known as the Pedas de Manor Estate and Alexandra Restaurant. And they've been running it for quite a while and very successful in Estonia. And today we're going to find out more updates about what's happening in Estonia and how you can succeed doing business in Estonia itself. Mr. Martin, welcome to our show. I know
Thank
that
you.
I believe that you have come to Singapore to introduce the cuisine of Estonians. But moving forward, a lot of businessmen out there, investors, are wanting to know how did you manage, to succeed in setting up your wonderful restaurant and as well as your hotel.
Yeah, maybe I should add that I'm a Dutchman, so I'm not a native Estonian, but I started there 15 years ago and built up one of the most wonderful hotels, 5-star, in the countryside with a spectacular nature around it, and a highly recognized restaurant, and that's why we're in Singapore. But turning now to Estonia as a country to invest and to engage with, I have to tell a little bit about the background. Estonia is a country of only 1.4 million people, which means it's very, very easy to navigate in. It's high on the list of transparency on international ratings. It's high on the list of ease for doing business. If you want to establish a company in Estonia, whatever nationality you have, you can establish the company within 2 or 3 minutes, and that's it. And then it's done. Foreigners are very much welcome to engage in Estonia. There is no discrimination. As a foreign investor, you have the same rights as anybody else. And the business climate is very entrepreneurial, I would say. Different from old Europe, which of course is very much established. This is the young tiger cub in Europe. So in that sense, I think the opportunities are great in Estonia, and there's a wonderful ease of doing business. We are maybe the most advanced nation in e-government. That means that all applications for whatever you talk about are done online, very transparent. You can always see what is the progress of any application, and it's very comfortable to do business.
Now, what kind of challenges did you face when you first purchased the property?
Of course, there's cultural challenges, because I think this is true for any nation. Even if it's very easy to establish a company as a foreign owner, if all procedures are very, very transparent, there is still the culture of the nation, how people engage with each other, how they do business, and that is not. That's always something you have to discover in any nation. That would be the same if I would start something here in Singapore. How do things work on a day-to-day basis? If people say this, what do they mean by saying that? And so always engage with a local partner, and make sure that you have local people in the company that you can trust. And in Estonia, you in general trust people. They are quite transparent and honest. So I think that is the most challenging thing, is to understand the local culture.
Now, how's the property market in Estonia right now?
Property market is at a very interesting point, because there is, of course, we came down from high property prices in 2008, and it's a buyer's market. Which means that there is very good deals to be had. And if you look, for example, at a city like Tallinn or on the countryside, there are certain properties that are historical, or many properties are historical, and some of them have a value which is intrinsic because of its historical value of the property, because they're unique. And then there is still very good business office property, a market that is strongly developing. So in that sense, I would say it's very safe.
Now, how optimistic are you with your group right now, Padas de Manor group itself? Are there any plans to purchase and expand more properties in Estonia itself?
Okay, we would like to move on. To buy property in the capital. We are on a wonderful island, very remote, very highly acclaimed, and we would like to establish a property in the city, and various properties maybe. But what I would like to add there is I think that we are looking at a growth at the moment. Last year we had a growth in Estonia of 8%, which is the highest growth of any European country. And this year we are looking at a lower growth, because we're an open economy, but still a growth of 4%, which is a very, very good number for European countries, and also a safe basis to put your investments on.
Now, what sort of measures and safety nets have you put in place when you first established in Estonia to prevent yourself getting fraud or any form of a wrong business decision in terms of investments?
Well, not many in particular, except for the usual prudence of establishing businesses and trusting people. You always have to be on the spot, or you need to have a trusted person on the spot. That's of course very important, but that's true for any business. Law is with you in Estonia, so there is very clear legal procedures, and law moves fine. We're very different from a country like Russia, for example, where the rule of law is sometimes bent for certain purposes. Would not happen in Estonia. So in that sense you can feel safe. And you have to keep your eyes open, of course. But that's true anywhere, I think.
Now, in terms of leadership, what is the secret of your success in moving your business this far in Estonia? And what are the 3 key lessons that you've learned from this experience?
I think very important is engaging with people. Estonians are hungry in the sense that they're ambitious. They are absolutely the contrary to lazy, which means that but they need engagement, and if you engage with them and empower them, then you can do wonderful business. And this is the lesson that I have learned there. They're a bit shy, they're a bit timid, reserved in character, Nordic, like maybe the Swedes and the Finns are. But once you engage with them and you participate and encourage them and coach them, then they're wonderful, ambitious achievers.
Now, moving forward, what's next for your organization right now, apart from investments? Is there any blueprint right now in progress?
Yeah, we are among the best hotels on the countryside in the whole region, and we want to achieve a situation where our restaurant is among the best in Europe. So this is a goal that we like to achieve, and we have, like hospitality business is a personal business. That means that you don't. Yes, you have big goals, but you also have many small goals. And in small details, it's often where the difference is between success and failure. So we're very much focused on small details. We put the bar higher every year, and that's a constant movement together with our people. So there's nobody in my company that works with me that is not ambitious, that does not want to improve.
Coming to the point of human resource, how easy it is to find talent in Estonia, or is it very difficult to find talent to fill in positions such as the housekeeper, or dishwasher, or chef?
No, but it is if you have the right attitude as a leader. So if you want to build, if you're in there for the long term, not if you want to do a quick buck or so, then you can find good people and you can empower them and make them grow. Yes, there's good education in Estonia. One of the elements, maybe positive elements of the Soviet time, was relatively good educational system, and that's in place. And there's the eagerness and the willingness of people.
Yeah, but are the people fussy about getting jobs?
No. People, most people love to work. I mean, you have in every society, you have people that are fussy about that. But no,
Not in Estonia.
Not in Estonia.
Now, moving forward right now, what will be your 3 keys advice for aspiring entrepreneurs who wish to invest or set up a business in Estonia and they want to succeed the way you have succeeded? What would be the 3 key advice you would advise them?
One is look at really the purpose of the business. Estonia is a small country, so the local population, 1.4 million, will not satisfy establishing real consumer-related companies that service the local market, unless you have a very interesting niche product. But second, related to that, there is a wonderful environment around Estonia, consisting of Sweden, Finland, Russia, huge market. So you can enter the Russian market very easily, and you still have the protection, the legal protection, and the safety of a European country, one of the very successful European countries, economically, as a safeguard for home of your business. So that's second. Third, I would say very very important and very interesting is to find a local partner to do business with. Make him part of your business. Give him shares. Give him incentives. You keep the controlling shares, but you make sure that you have somebody on board that knows the local situation and that profits if you profit. I think that's very important.
Now, what is Estonian culture, and how can a businessman who is a foreigner can understand Estonian culture?
Estonians are naturally reserved. That means they would not display their opinions so easily. Makes them modest, but sometimes you have to pull the truth out of them, and that's a certain challenge that you will be.
How long does it take you to do that? Months?
No, a couple of months, but it's more like the attitude. You have to reset your way how you listen. So you can understand that quite fast if you open up your antenna, your business antenna, and your ears, and learn how to or know how to read between the lines, and open up to a certain sensibility of understanding the local thought, then you get it quite fast. If you move in like with a bulldozer and with your own ideas that are true in your own culture and hold there, you will not be very successful. So you have to really listen like we might even listen to extraterrestrials. Whether they're there or not, you have to have a big antenna, and if you have that in place, you will notice quite soon and you will understand it very soon.
Now, what about transparency and corruption in Estonia and overall in Europe? Is that changing?
Very low. Well, first of all, if it's changing, then it's changing for the better, I would say. I think Europe is low in corruption anyhow. Estonia is very, very low in corruption, I would say. You don't need. I've never faced it in the 15 years. And I've been chairman of the Foreign Investors Council in Estonia. I have not faced any of our members being confronted with corruption. Yes, of course there is corruption, I'm sure also in Estonia. If it is somewhere, it will be mainly where there is monopolies or where there is certain less transparent rights or entitlements that can be gotten by businesses. There are few of those in Estonia, so for 80% or 90% of the business this does not apply. There is no way that in a normal day-to-day business you would have to pay bribes. Like in some of our surrounding countries, for example in Russia, it's known for that. You will not find that in Estonia, period.
Now, what about human rights in Estonia? Do women, children, given a fair chance to find their place in their society, especially when it comes to employment?
I would say that Estonia is a very matriarchal society, so women do play a big role in society, period, being at home or in the workforce. Official rights are all there, it's very clear. There's wonderful women entrepreneurs, women politicians in Estonia. Yes, certain research shows that the pay of the female population workforce is less than of the male workforce. But I think that is a changing thing. There is no discrimination in that sense in Estonia, not by gender, not by race. It's a very egalitarian society. We have to think that Estonia came out of a situation in the Soviet Union where nobody had anything. So that was a fair start for everybody, not so long ago, 20 years ago. And still this fair game or fair play is still very much there.
Now, what is Estonian culture? And my viewers like to understand what is really Estonian cuisine all about?
Estonian cuisine is part of its culture, of course, and is influenced by the many crossroads that have that are lying over Estonia. German influence from the knights, the orders of the knights, the Swedish influence from Sweden being a sovereign for many centuries, Russian influence for the same reason. And there is the indigenous plants and available produce that influences the kitchen. There's the climate. There is the need for the type of food that you had. Most Estonians used to be farmers, hard working, so needing a lot of calories. All that together defines the cuisine. For us, we have taken a much sharper focus, and we are talking about Nordic Islands cuisine, and that is the territory of the islands of the Baltic Sea, of which we are on one of them. And these islands had a lot of material in common, and of course our seasonality is maybe the biggest influence. So we go from a very, very short but powerful spring to a wonderful summer with long days, to fall, which is very nice, and then a dark winter coming, and then a cold winter coming, and then spring again. So the cycle influences us, and it means that it forces us to preserve and to plan ahead for survival during the winter, and picking in the spring and in the early summer, and then conserving and preparing for the winter. So conservation, be it pickling, be it drying, be it fermenting or smoking, plays a strong role in our kitchen. Plus, of course, the indigenous ingredients that we find on the islands in the Nordic Sea.
Now, how do you manage to overcome issues like customer service? Because you promote good customer service in hospitality, and how do you actually reward your client? Both your clients as well as your employees in Estonia.
In terms of customer service, we do have a great interaction with our customers. Our customers are with us by our choice. I like to call them our customers are individual, well-traveled clients who are a bit spoiled in the positive sense of the word. So our customers are demanding, but the interaction with our staff is also a very personal one. That means there is an intensive feedback loop between the client and the staff member, and that reinforces, of course, and engages our staff and rewards our staff. And secondly, by leading by example, as from the management. So not leading only with financial or monetary data, but also leading by continuously putting the bar higher, setting challenging goals for staff, discussing how can we improve things. So that's very much, and that's not only talking numbers. I believe that's highly the good numbers follow. It's highly inspired by making a wonderful product. And hospitality business is people's business. And of course we are lucky that we operate in a market where our clients are demanding and appreciate quality. So to deliver on quality is in our market that we operate in not so difficult, because it's well received by our clients. So we grow together with our clients.
Once again, thank you for sharing with us, Mr. Martin, for this wonderful outlook and insights in what Estonia has in mind. And once again, thank you viewers for joining us here at the National Critics' Choice, the Stienberg Review. Robin Stienberg. Have a good week ahead, and do visit Estonia. And also, don't forget, if you're on your way to Singapore, do visit Chinatown. It has a wonderful heritage here in Singapore. And like my friend here, he has enjoyed chicken rice actually. Is that true? How do you find
not only chicken rice, not only chicken rice, also the wonderful nasi lemak for breakfast in this multicultural society.
Yes, and once again, have a good week ahead. I'm Robin Stienberg.
Okay, Robin, very nice.
Is that okay?
I'm curious.